welcome to another episode of Street Dancers Vomit to Street Woman Fighter, episode 5! Woo!
So we are doing the episode 5 reaction, so what do you think about this episode?
Nothing much to vomit there actually. Yeah, so unfortunately, not much vomiting, it's more of a chill, relaxation, our opinions on what we thought of the performances.
Yeah, so if you know, they already released most of the mega crew footages. I know a lot of people globally still can't watch it, but if you have a VPN, you can still watch it.
Yeah, I personally don't understand why they call it a global popular vote when the global fans cannot watch it. Yeah, but for me, I downloaded a VPN and I told the whole world to download a VPN so we can support Proudmon! Proudmon! Yes, I'm not shy to say Lit Gay Monica ever. Okay, yeah. So this episode's mission, I think you guys already know, is the Mega Crew mission. For this, right, I would say anybody who has had an experience doing a school recital, a school play, even like for like parade performance, anything that involves formation, a lot of people coming together to make something, you will kind of relate to this experience. So what, in your opinion, what do you think is making a good mega dance crew performance?
I mean, some of them they will default to Royal Fam. They'll default to Royal Fam as like the default standard, or even, and then like in Korea, Lock and Low once won a mega crew competition, so a lot of people kind of have an expectation of what a mega crew should look like, because like you need to have like stunts, you need to have very clean choreography, you need to have good music choices. What's that?
Artistic choices.
Artistic choices, yeah. What else?
Cleanliness is the real winner, the main, the baseline. For me, I have danced in and also choreographed for like large scale dance performances. In my uni, I actually choreographed for like a dance and a cheerleading competition. So there's not it's not just about the choreography. There's a lot of like being a director and having a vision at play here. So I think a good mega dance crew like performance, number one, has to be very, very clean, but number two, also need to showcase who your team really is and what is the message you want to put across. It has to come out very clearly, because all of them are so good already. So what do you think about them adding celebrities into the team, or Yone Woman Fighter? Celebrity Woman Fighter.
I think iffy, because I think both, from what I remember, Hook and Want both have celebrities, right? I guess it's an advantage. I mean, one had, like we said, what Yeri could do b-boying in her choreography. Why can't Cheon use her idol connections, and you know, that's just advantage.
The name of the game.
Name of the game.
So I think that everybody has like a different idea of what a dance competition is, but I feel like ideals and reality don't really match all the time. Although you sign up for a show that's called Street Woman Fighter, but you know it's going to be shown on TV, and what works on TV, the public votes, the appealing to the public, and therefore if any team has the resources to do so, it's not in a rule book that states that they cannot. Yeah, so it's basically just comes down to everybody's individual principle. So you think you view it as a dancer show, but other teams don't view it as a dancer show, they view it as a dancing appealing to the public kind of show, then there are two trains of thought, and it's okay. Yeah.
So let's talk about La Chica.
In my opinion, their performance is my favorite. When I got to the end of the performance, you can feel like the strong sense of pride for like women. They are the only ones who really express that, like without any no crumbs, you know, like no crumbs were left, like yeah. So I almost teared up when I got to the end of the performance. It's just pure woman power. It's really good lah.
And considering La Chica's status as one of the bigger like idol group choreographer, I'm quite surprised that they really held onto like their pride and then not call any idols, which I think was very good on them. Because I mean, everybody expected them to probably call out Chongha lah. I mean, Chongha was the most obvious one lah, but and then they didn't call out. It was just and then they just called their teacher, which was Love Run, which was
just pure dance, pure woman empowerment flavor, energy. And then like the 6 legs at the back, so nice.
6, 8 lah.
On the flags at the back were a very nice touch. It's like, women support women, you know what I mean? This is what we want to see. In my opinion, right, I think the crew with like the strongest level of each dancer, like individually, Rian, Siamese, Peanut, like individually they're all very high level, and then when they come together, they really have a very like strong, unified dance style, in my opinion.
Like Gabby really got them together, and then
yeah, so to me their style really showed up the most. But yeah, well, this is a very tough competition.
okay, moving on to
The Honey J redemption arc! Da, 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 da. Everybody who is in the religion of Honey J say, hey!
Man.
What the
Should be J-Man.
J-Man, Honey J-Man.
Man.
Honey J Hope supports you, man.
So, yep, here we'll put here. J-Hop posted something in support of Honey J, which was a really nice touch. J-Bomb also posted something, so I guess it's the Holy Church of J.
J-Park, J-Hope, J-Bomb, Honey J! Thank you, J. Please not backtrack. There was a comment on our previous like review videos asking why the judges don't really appreciate Honey J's dance. She has been losing a lot, okay? It kind of sucks and it's like doing something to her morale, you can see. But finally in this episode, right, they really explain very well about the inside groove, which is also something I learned like, and it was expressed during the commentary for Street Dance China Season 4. Basically, there's two different types of performances, inside and outside. Honey J's dance, or like the groove and the texture, is a more inside kind of performance, which is like you only understand if you go for a class and you realize how difficult her down bounce is. Like something so fundamental such as body isolation, right? Honey J just does it in a different way. On first look, it looks like a normal body isolation, but you try it yourself and then you know the difference, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very happy in this episode. Finally, our SM director has amazing comments. Like he just said that he finally understands that it's so difficult to do the kind of dance that Honey J does. It's the texture and the groove. So I'm very happy that she got appreciated. It is also the Jane redemption arc. Hooray for Jane. Yeah, I also need to commend Honey J for handling so many dancers. It's really not easy to have 43 people on the same stage and make them look very, very neat. That's a lot of people. Another high risk thing that they took is that last pose. It's so difficult. Yeah, so having all of them like in sync, that last pose is a very high risk thing to do, and it paid off. It's like the last thing that you see, right, it's etched in your mind. Good! When you first watch Coca N Butter, it's honestly, I'm not really sure due to their lighting choices or due to the pacing of the item. It just didn't leave a lasting impression for me. Yeah. While the first half, or like at least 60% of the whole item was like, ooh, like it really grips you. They have the really like oriental woman energy, and then the dance hall is, wow, yeah, everything is really just so good. But the way they like kind of mixed it towards the end, right? It's like you're going higher and higher, then they just and then they kind of ended with a very predictable pose, which is just the, yeah. So I feel like it could have ended better. I think it was very, very strong. So
for me, their starting was really nice, and like especially the people doing that back side slide into formation, that part is really hard to get right a lot of times. Like a lot of times it's just step, 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 but sliding into the formation, it's really very hard.
Guys, this, if I see anybody coming for Zaysan saying like, oh, why is she doing this Jamaican style, I will slap you, because I've been following her on Instagram for the past few years, her and like, yeah, Honey J, because I used to follow them. I remember their class, you know. She has taken like a personal journey to go to Jamaica to learn all the original culture about dance hall. So this is not, you know, like taking someone else's culture. This is an appreciation, being somebody who went to Jamaica and experienced it for herself, okay?
Yep. And here comes her favorite crew. Okay, actually some also my favorite crew, but Promon!
my first thought from seeing the behind the scenes is that Monica reminds me of those military sergeant like dance teachers that I used to tremble in front of. Like the whole situation where she's like yelling at them, right? Give me about diagonal lines, give me PTSD. Do you know that all these kind of situations can be very tense? I once got yelled at because I apparently don't know what is a diagonal line. And like I don't know how to stand in formation. Like you're just standing there and like shaking in your boots. It's a very stressful situation.
So back to Prop Monster. So what do you like about Prop Monster?
When I first watched Prop Monster 1, it is my like second favorite. I'm very sorry, it's not my favorite, but number one, they have a story. To me, this is like, it's almost art. Actually, it's art. It is art. It's so artistic. They are telling a story, a message through the song. And a lot of the lighting choices like that, misty yellow light at the start, it made the stage look like a set, like a movie set or something like that, like we are in their world. So a lot of the performances, like you can tell it's a stage and then but Prop Monster 1, wow, you are sucked into their Prop Monster world, which it took me out of the reality, which I loved it.
One to Hook.
Hook! High risk, high return!
This one not stock market, so I'm not the give me 30 seconds and I'll help. Wait, wrong show. A lot of very dangerous things that can go wrong. The ropes, the jumps, your stunts. Yeah. There are so many things that can go wrong, and then actually if you manage to watch the one that was uploaded on YouTube, you can spot some small mistakes here and there. But I guess it was one of those things that the small mistakes weren't so obvious, like outright the rope disappear or like she was holding into empty air or whatever. It wasn't so obvious. That's more of a front back mistake, left right mistake, but small
Slip
thing.
the hand.
Yeah.
Working with props is not something you can do overnight. You have to have a lot of practice. So there are a lot of risks when using props in dance because you need a very long time to get used to it. And some crews, like professional crews like Jabberwockies, masks, straw hats, Kinjas, they always got this like cover, and then they got sometimes they got props. So they make the prop part of their identity, which shows how much time they spend, you know, practicing the prop. We know that Hook doesn't dance with the scarf all the time, right? So they literally have to master it in such a short amount of time, right? The risk is crazy. As a choreographer dancer, right, if this is a live performance, right, I honestly don't dare to go out with so much scarf. I think Aiki only did the scarf thing because she knows she can cut and she can retake. There's a chance for her to cut and retake. It's for camera, but for live show, you know the stunts, all the stunts, the flipping, those kind of things, right, are more reliable, right, than the props thing.
And talking about the spotlight, I really hate it when dancers like do the prep work and then do the backflip. Oh my god, I hate it. I think timing wise that was very off. The spotlight should have been hit when the thing mid-air or like already about to fly and you hit the light. You don't, when you watch live performance and you see that prep, right, it's very weird. Like I already know you're gonna flip then the cheer will be like, hey.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying, right, you don't want ba hue, he wants ba hue, you know what I mean?
It's like the light should be hitting while you're already in the air. Yeah.
So you literally turn your head, right, there's somebody flying like, yeah, that would be, it will hit much harder.
Yeah. So anyway, the only thing we felt about this whole judging was like, we feel La Chica got a little bit slighted here, I feel. Because I think actually their performance was very quite well rounded. The only weaknesses that is the whole one song thing. But even Prop Monster also use one song, so I also don't get the.
Yeah.
And then one also use one song also.
Yeah.
So we also don't get that judging. Although I have to say it's quite obvious that every time the SM director say something bad but then give 98 points means clearly Mnet is giving him back that evil editing. Because like he give 98 points but then they only show him saying the bad thing, so I really don't understand. So he probably said a lot of good things and then one bad thing, so don't judge him for saying the bad thing.
Yeah, for me, Boa said this line, which is like, you can do fast moves when you practice a lot, but like there's something about, I think she was talking about hip hop or like Coca and Butter's dance, like the inside groove thing, which I think needs more skills. That's what they were kind of implying. But I feel that I understand what she means though, because honestly, I know everybody is I know y'all, you follow my channel, right? Fast move scare the shit out of you, right? Fast move is honestly, if you do it 100 times, right, and if you dance for like 2 years, right, you can do it. You practice a lot, you can do it too. Okay? But the kind of dance that Honey J or like Coca N Butter do, right, the inside groove, right, it does take longer to cultivate. But I feel that there's another aspect of La Chica's performance, which is like the voguing aspect, the flavor, the womanly power that is kind of not being appreciated as much. So that's how I feel.
I feel like La Chica got a bit slighted because the technicalities of doing voguing and whacking is very. I mean, she's a whacker and she took a lot of voguing classes. I watched a lot of voguing videos and like talked to a voguer. What's her name? Incy Moon.
So for Incy Moon's class.
Yeah. So the technicality of vogue and whacking, a lot of people will understand. They will think it's just a hand whack. They will think it's just this, but it takes a lot of effort to do all those moves cleanly into one performance. And looking at them doing the dip together, not a death drop, a dip together. Okay, not a death drop, dip. Okay, yeah, and then the whole thing with the House of Love. Wow,
yeah,
beautiful.
So feel that it could have been appreciated more, but we'll see in the next episode where La Chica ranks. I'm honestly quite scared for them. They are one of my favorite crews. So, fighting, La Chica, fighting!
If you want to continue watching this, please comment down below and ask us any questions down below. And also,
if you want to learn some K-pop dance, you can head on over to my channel. I put up lots of K-pop dance tutorials. Yes, and you want to know what we do in our daily lives, please follow my social media. I'm also putting a lot of dance covers, a lot of content out on Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitter, especially TikTok. Okay, so please follow me there to know what's going on, right? And if you want to request for the K-pop dance tutorial that you want, please visit my Patreon in the description below. Please help out this help me out.
If you want to help her out, press subscribe and let the video go out with a bang, so that she can be proud of herself, so that she can create more smooth and butter videos with a good hook. Shit, I don't know how to put YGX in.
How about La Chica?
I give up. Okay, thank you. Love you all.
Yes, have a great day and I love you all always.